Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Ron's Keto Cafe, and I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? It helps my other members know when I'm posting videos. And as always, before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor, I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey. So welcome to my plans of starting over in the year 2024. And so we didn't have a very good, successful weight loss year in 2023. Between the last, I would say around June there, I started picking up a tremendous amount of weight. So I'm back up to 249, 250 pounds. We'll probably tap it off at 250 pounds. And, I'm not disappointed. It is what it is. It's a journey. And, I realized that I did use food as my comfort zone like it's always been. When I get depressed, I have a tendency to eat foods that I'm not supposed to. If I'm in the grocery store and I happen to see something I haven't had in a while, typically I'll have my hand on it, and next thing I know, I'm eating the thing, and I just can't eat one. It's like a blade potato chips there. I got to eat the whole damn stinking bag or whatever I buy in one sitting. And that's where always been with my weight loss problem. It has to do with discipline and have discipline in myself. So to get it back on track in 2024, we're going back to old school keto, and we're going to stay on keto. The first week, Tuesday through Friday at least anyways, we're going to do a beef and butter fast. I bought 6 large packages of the 2-pound packages of ground beef, and we're 20/80 chuck, and then we're going to put it in the crock pot. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a simple seasonings into it with a little bit of water and or beef broth probably, and then we're going to cook it for about 3 or 4 hours until the beef is fully cooked. And then we're going to take some plastic Ziploc bags. We'll measure out each one according to what I believe would be enough for one meal, which is probably about 12 ounces. And the juice from the beef broth, we'll save it for to make soup or something, or broth out of it. And that's how we're going to approach our weight loss going forward in 2024. And we're going to that's how we're going to get on track. We're gonna really push hard to have a successful journey going forward. No more messing around. The depression part is all gone. In January, actually, this is January, in a couple of weeks now, January 16th, I'm hoping to have the hip surgery, and if all goes well there, and I suspect it will be, I'll be back on track. So starting around February and mid-February, I'm going to start walking a lot more, be able to go 3 or 4 miles, maybe 5 miles of walking every day. And that's how I was really successful in 2020, 21, and 22. I was walking every day, but, to be honest with you guys, back in 2022, I had my hip replaced, and I was walking quite a significant amount of walking, and then it just kind of like blew out. And then I continued on my walking and my weight loss journey, and then my hip blew out again on my left hip. And in 2023, early that year, we were supposed to have it out, and I had to push it off because I had problems with my feet. And one thing led to the next, and the depression set in, and I started using food for comfort. And again, I'm not having any beef parties, but I'm just reflecting back on why we had the weight gain. And of course, then the flood happened, lost my car, got a new car, made a new bill for a car, and paid off all the outstanding debt. But again, life can throw everybody off for a loop at times, and then of course we lost a few relatives this past year, and it just sucked, and I got tired of the city stuff there, and I don't want to do the city stuff anymore, and so I'm just going to be plain old Ron and go out and enjoy myself every day, continue on with the YouTube channel, continue to inspire you guys. And so once we get done with the beef and butter fast, we'll probably do some 1 or 2 days of egg fasting, eggs, butter, and cheese. And then we'll go back to carb counting again. And I'm going to have to show you how to use Carb Manager. I have an account with Carb Manager, but what I'll do is I'll go on my other browser, and I'll show you how to open up an account with them. And we'll do a free account, and then I'll go on to my paid account and show you how to log in your food and how to find recipes on there and everything. So that'll be a whole new series of videos for that particular segment. And continue to drink plenty of water. Now I did buy a 24-pack of soft drink soda. I use Diet Coke, most Coke Zero. But when that's all gone, I'm not buying any more soda. But I gave it up once for about a month, and I felt pretty good. And because I think what's too is that even though it's got saccharin or whatever kind of sweetener it has in it, it causes me to have a trigger food, and I'm trying to find a way of how to just, I'm not going to give up my coffee in the morning, but I put monk fruit in there for a sugar sweetener, and I'm going to try to figure out a way of breaking off that. I might just try breaking off of the sugar for a little while and just see if I can hack it without sugar and just suck it up. And maybe I can just cut back to 1 coffee a day instead of 3 or 4. And hopefully I'll be successful doing that. And then in between all that, I'll be drinking plenty of water with electrolytes and continue to put out recipes, healthy recipes, and and just keep inspiring you guys. And hopefully if you want to come along my journey, just remember the best view comes after the hardest climb, and together we'll climb up that mountain together and be successful at it. And hopefully this year I'm hoping to get up to New Hampshire. I want to go meet Jess and her family from Keto Rewind, and I still want to climb that mountain there. So if you live in the area and you decide to go, let me know. By that time my left hip will be fine. My right hip has been really good, and I'll bring. And of course you got to go there. You got to go there early in the morning because it might take 2 or 3 hours to climb the mountain. And then whatever distance is climbing up, you got to climb back. And I'll have to get a nice pair of walking boots and make sure I got plenty of water that day and some snacks. And take some photographs along the way and have somebody take photographs of me climbing. But yeah, that's what I got planned on coming this year. I do want to go back to work when my hip is fully healed. I again, in my grocery carriage and BP photography, I have about $5,500 worth of camera gear ready to go. When I talked to 1 or 2 of the people that might want to think about possibly helping me to do weddings and stuff like that, I'll pull the trigger on it. And but because I know I have some local band members who asked me to do some band photography and video for them, and they'll pay me for that. And there's always like testimonials and hall functions and stuff like that, and reunions, and I'll be available to film out professionally. And I won't have to worry about the studio camera because I'm pretty much retired from the studio, but I just kind of want to go off and do my own thing. And the city activity, I'm still going to plan on going on location with my new camera, and I'll have a professional studio setup camera, so when I'm on location I'll film it, but it'll be for my own personal channel. And if and on my Facebook page so people can see what's going on in Leominster. I might even create a Leominster Facebook page, but I'm not sure yet because there's an awful lot of work in a YouTube channel just specifically for Leominster, for the but it'll be my own personal video and my own personal camera, so I won't have to worry about sharing it with the studio if I don't want to share it with the studio. And continue on, and they got a gym across the street. I can just walk right over to the gym, so I'm really contemplating on getting involved with that. I'm gonna have to go find out how much it is and see if I could just pay it by the year, because I could get $250 from Blue Cross and Blue Shield to pay for it, so that would be kind of cool. And then I could just go over there, since we're coming into the winter months now, I still like to go walking to get the fresh air, but if it's icy outside, I'm not gonna walk and take a chance to fall, break my hip or something like that. And but that's how we're going to be going forward in 2024 and beyond. And we definitely get the weight back under control to where it should be. It should be around 225. I hadn't been 100% honest with myself. What I mean by that is I should have been taking a scale photograph of me every day, and that way I knew where I would be. I got a scale on the floor, but I'm thinking about investing in another one that has a Bluetooth technology, and the floor scales aren't really that expensive. I get a lot of my stuff on Amazon because I can send it back at Kohl's if I'm not happy with it, and of course my camera stuff, and and of course this past year we did a couple of weddings, and one wedding I wasn't happy with the outcome as far as the money part of it goes, but that's neither here or there now. So going forward next year, if anybody wants any weddings done from me, I'll gladly do weddings, but we're going to have half the money up front, and my minimum rock bottom price would be probably around $1,000, because it's just too much work. And if I'm doing a 10-hour gig and a 5-hour editing processing, that's 15 hours, and and if I charge $100 an hour because of my comfort level, that's $1,500. $1,000 isn't really asking for all that much, and I might have to hire an assistant to help me with the photograph end of it, so I could just concentrate on the video. But I'm very good at what I do. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I know what I'm doing, and I know what I'm doing with video. But if there's something that might interest you, if you live locally and you're a photographer, hit me up, and maybe we can work out an arrangement together. And I got a website under construction, and I'm going to get that polished up and finished up, and yeah, that's what I got planned for later on this coming year, and I hope to get back on track because guys, I've been feeling really, my clothes feel like that, like I've been on like a train, like a train that's been derailed, like when you're going a couple hundred miles an hour and all of a sudden it smashes into another train because of a drunk track or something like that. Well, that's the way my weight has been since the early days of 2023, and I thought I was doing okay for a while, and I was, but then around midsummer there, when my feet started bleeding and everything, and I was going back and forth to the wound center for about 2 or 3 months until they got my feet under control. I was happy at the time because I had a drop and I was pulling in. I think I pulled in almost $400 one week, and I said, and then that stopped all of a sudden because I couldn't work anymore, and that's why I said I want to go back to work. And so to me, the photography would be great, but those gigs are only once in a while. It's not like it's a steady job. I get okay with Social Security, but the problem is, our rent's going to go up pretty soon because my wife won a little bit of money this past year, and because I went to school for a little while, and I'm still not giving up school. I just don't know which direction I want to go to, whether or not I want to stay with the same program that I was, maybe jump ship, go to another school, or go to the same school and take a different course. But I don't want to go full time. And that was my old hang up too with that, because it's full time. It's like 4 or 5 days a week, and it's double classes both days, and it's just too much for me. And I want to make things as pleasant as possible when I go to school. And so we'll see what happens with all that. Again, I'm not giving up. And then of course, what I also want to do this year, I want to climb up Mount Monadnock, like I said. I continue on with the videos and the live videos to help you guys out. We're gonna get that game night going this year. And so we can do two nights of gaming, like Anne-Marie does, and again, we're contemplating on maybe possibly Monday and Saturday night, because I think those would be 2 good nights for us to do those. It'll just give you something to do if you want to join in on that. And then we'll have giveaways every now and then. And I was trying to think of what else did I possibly miss. So there's a lot of places we want to go visit, a lot of things we want to do, but again, without the weight loss, we're not going to be able to do them. I still want to go on the Blue Ride. That guy never got a hold of me. That really ticked me off. I'm gonna go outside of him and just find out who does it in that area and just go, and then of course I thought about bungee jumping, but I don't think that would be kosher with new hips. And then also we want to go in that glider. There's like you sit really low in a plane, and the plane picks you up and just I don't have to worry about doing anything except it just gives you a ride in the plane, and you can take a look down at I'll film all that when I do all that stuff. But anyways, I hope this encourages you to get out there and to to inspire you. Even though we've had a bad year, half of the last year actually, the first part of the new year is going to be a really good year for us, and I promise you 2024 will be the year we finally get under 200 pounds and hit our target weight, which will be 180 pounds. Now, if I did the quick math in my head, or actually on my computer, since I'm opposite on my computer on my phone, if I calculate my weight out at 250 pounds and I want to get down to 180, that's 70 pounds that we need to lose to achieve that goal. So January 2nd, which is when I'm posting this video, because I'm filming this out ahead of time, I'll have to lose 70 pounds before the end of the year. And now, my first year on keto, I lost 100 pounds. And I did that. It took me exactly 1 year to lose 100 pounds. So I could probably achieve this by about August, as long as I'm careful with what I eat and how I approach things, and don't let life's events stand in the way, But unfortunately, you have things that are out of your control, but you can't control what you put in your mouth. So, if you go to functions like that or something like that, you can always bring your own food too, and maybe make something for the kids over there, for the people that you go in your functions, but don't tell them it's keto, and you'd be surprised, they might like that better than the regular foods. But that's what I've always done in the past. I just let everything went out of control, and in the year of 2023, and so we're definitely going to plan on getting back on track. I love you guys so much. You guys been helping me right along to help me to get better and get healthier, and that's what the whole bottom line is, just to get out there and get healthy and feeling good about yourself again. But I would encourage each and every one of you not to give up, because I'm certainly not. I do believe in God. I do believe in Jesus. So I hope that doesn't offend you. And I do practice what I preach, because I do go to church, and and I'm all constantly praying it, and I thank God I get to see another day, because life could change in a minute, and I truly mean that. And this past year we lost our office manager, Sammy. She was only 53. I saw her that afternoon, and now I'm never going to see her again until I get right to I'm in the spiritual realm of heaven. And she passed away in an awful automobile accident. So you never know when that's going to happen, guys. And it can happen to you. It can happen to your brother, sister, your mom, your dad, your family, your friends. And she was a good friend, and she was a nice person with a kind heart. And I feel absolutely terrible still to this day thinking about it. But I know she's in a much better place than you and I are in. But again, again in 2024, let's make 2024 our best year ever. So this is how I'm going to tackle 2024 in the weight. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be answering any questions in the show more or in the chat to the right, because I want to set this up as a premiere, and I'm going to continue doing a series of videos like this to help you guys and then continue helping you guys get motivated. But anyways, I'll talk to you later. Love you guys. Remember, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, I love you. God loves you. Have an amazing day.